Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of It Belongs in a Museum, to which you should dutifully reply, "So do you." Yes, I got the name of this series from a line in a movie. I'm a geek. Sue me. Welcome. My name is Sam. You are on the flip side of board games, and we are going to be talking about a couple of older games. Not necessarily old games, but simply games that are not in the limelight any longer because of their age, for one reason or another. They're just not talked about as much as they used to be. So I like to pull a couple of games off of my shelf every Tuesday and just give them the limelight again. We're going to open them up, talk about them, show the different components, the different things that are in the box and that kind of thing, and generally talk about what the game is like and so forth and so on. I do this because, generally speaking, most content creators are just going to talk about the new stuff. The stuff that's coming out, the stuff that has yet to come out, the stuff that isn't going to be out for another year or two. You know, that kind of stuff. And I get it. People love to talk about what's coming. But in doing so, we're skipping over a lot of stuff that's still really, really good and really, really relevant. And so that's what we like to do on Tuesdays. Now, we talk about those other games on the other days of the week, right? We're not turning a blind eye to all of the good stuff that's coming out and that's going to be coming out and all of that kind of stuff. We have plenty of time to take care of that, but we're going to reserve one day a week here on the flip side to talk about the stuff that is still available and is still out there and is still good. So that's what we're doing. All right, welcome everybody. Tom is here. What's up, Tom? Thank you for being here, buddy, our moderator. Tom is always dutifully here, and I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Philip Zomberg is here. Thank you for being here. And so do you. Thank you for responding. Alter is here. All Dutch summer here. So lots of rain, lots of game time. There you go. That's positive outlook. Jeff C is here. What's up, y'all? What's up, Jeff? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hi, Sam and Chad. Stefan is here. What's up? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Scotch Drews is here. Nice shirt. This is a Black Rifle Coffee Company. It's my favorite coffee. It's what we use in our Keurig from time to time. There's no sponsorship or anything like that. I wish. If you're watching, call me. It's not going to happen. They're not watching. But anyway, yeah, it's my favorite. Thank you for that. Jesse got this for me, I think, for either my birthday or Father's Day, one of the two. And I really do enjoy it. This is my favorite flavor of coffee from them. This is called Tactisquatch. So Tactisquatch and Fur Missile are my two favorite flavors. Two favorite brews, I guess you could say. They're not really flavors from Black Rifle Coffee Company. But anyway, there you go. Terrier Halo is here. What's up? Hello, my guess is something old and ancient, terraforming Mars. That's not old and ancient. Well, it's older, I guess, but it's not ancient. But anyway, no, that's incorrect. I'll put it that way. My guess would be TI4, Otter says. Well, you would also be wrong. And let's see here. PK is here. What's up, Pastor Ken? Good to see you. Thank you for being here, buddy. He already did TI4. I did already do TI4, so there's that. Too much sun, so I've been hiding, playing Elder Scrolls Betrayal solo. That sounds fun. Been digging the Spirit of 76 blend lately. That is a good one. That is a good one. I used to buy that a lot. And then on a whim, I bought Tactisquatch because of the cool logo and really, really dug it. And then I bought Fur Missile one time just because of the name. And those two just really kind of stuck. But yeah, Spirit of 76 is a great one. Beyond Black is another one that I've liked a lot in the past. But I'm not huge on really dark coffees, so Medium roast is usually my favorite, and that's what Tactus Squatch and that's what Fur Missile are. Let's see here. Too much sun. You can never have too much sun. I politely disagree because I used to live south of where you live, Thomas. And I think that is the definition of too much sun. Just saying. When the sun doesn't set, it can wear on you a bit, although it is almost getting dark now. Winter is coming. That's true. That is true. Dustin Webb is here. Good to see you. Thank you for being here, Dustin. Appreciate y'all showing up on a weekly. I appreciate y'all. And some of you on a daily. And that's really, really cool. We will talk a little bit about... since we're there, I don't really focus on this a lot because the whole idea here is that we're building community, but this is a source of income for my family, so I don't talk about it a lot, but we are getting up there as far as subscribers are concerned. We are at, let's see here, let me go ahead and go there. We are at 9.11 thousand. So we are just above 9,100 subscribers. And so we're closing in on 10,000, and I've already been promising that we're going to do something big when we hit 10,000. At this rate, I think we probably have still a couple more months before we get there. And I don't really have an idea. I don't really have an idea of what I'm going to do, because a lot of the stuff that I do here is largely dependent upon other people's schedules. I mean, so I don't know what we're going to do. I just want to put that out there, but we want to do something, and I don't know what it's going to be. It's probably going to have a giveaway of some sort, connected to it. We're going to do a giveaway because that's what we like to do. We like to pay it forward, and we like to give away stuff, and we have all of our content free and all of that kind of stuff. So I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but we are thinking about it. We are thinking about things that we could do, can't do. There's certain things that we just can't do because we're too reliant upon other people's schedules, and we have to respect their schedules. It's not woe is me, I can't do. No, it's not it. I don't want to infringe upon other people's schedules because we're just hitting 10,000 subscribers on the channel. So we're thinking about it. I don't know what we're going to do. If you want to send in suggestions or things that you think might be cool to do for hitting 10,000 subscribers, let us know, and we'll see what we can do to work some of those ideas into it. But I just wanted to say thank you to you guys and gals that have been around, and you show up and you watch and you interact, and the interaction and the comments, even if they're after the fact, they're not posted live or anything like that. All of that stuff is cool to see, and we love interacting with you guys. So thank you for being around. Let's see here. Benny Ferraro, what's up? Finally get to catch this live. Welcome, Benny. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you showing up. Let's see. 10K, 10K, 10K. I was watching your expansions video over at some other channel, and I realized I've not even tried Smallworld. Really? You've not tried Smallworld? Wow. That's pretty interesting. Live play of TI4. Oh, ooh, man, why do you bring up such good ideas? A live play and 24-hour marathon all baked into one. Oh my goodness, I certainly hope that TI4 won't take me 24 hours at this point. But that would be maybe a fourth of it. Yeah, maybe. So we'll see. That would have to be, that's one of the things, if we did that that would have to be either the first game we played, or it would have to be the last game we played, because we would have to like, oh man, the last game we played, that would be horrible, I think. So it would have to be the first game, and then everything after that would just be like, what? Because you pour so much energy into TI4. It's such a fun game, but it's just so hard to get to the table. That's my main thing about it. But anyway, I watched it too. Plus, same here. Smallworld is on my shelf, but still unplayed. Otter, no! My goodness, you guys. This Smallworld is a great game, and it's a great, simple area control game. It is a reimplementation of an older game called Vinci. And it's such a better version of Vinci. So, man, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Dustin says, received my copy of Nemesis Retaliation yesterday. So pumped to get it on the table. We're going to get that on the table this Friday. So on our Friday stream, we are going to be playing Nemesis Retaliation. So if you want some help or an impetus to get it to the table, come on by Friday. You'll see it in action. Am I hearing a big party at Sam and Jesse's house? If you can make it up here, we're always welcome. People are always welcome, but Nemesis is a blast. Yeah. I've played Nemesis before, but Nemesis Retaliation just came in. It was JT's version that we were opening, and it's quite bloated in a good way, as far as I can tell. JT always gets the pimped out stuff because that's one of the things that he really enjoys. Blinged out stuff. Let me put it that way. Sorry, I didn't mean to. You use an inappropriate word if that's what you mean, but blinged out stuff. And again, as I'm there, please understand, I used to watch MTV, and they used to have TV shows about blinging out your ride, and so that word is synonymous with blinging something out, and it has no connection, in my mind at least, to what it actually is. So I apologize. Let's see. Any chance of playing on BGA against some of your regular subscribers? Now, Robert Harris, that is a good idea. I wonder if I would love to do that and maybe do it live stream. Ooh. I would have to, I mean, I know I can share my screen as I do it. I would have to use StreamYard. That's a good idea, bro. That's a really good idea. Bro, that's a good idea, man. Robert Harris, my man. I have a friend who backs the Nemesis stuff, so I'll be playing that when I fly down to visit him in December. There you go. By proxy. Would JT play TI4? I'm pretty sure he would. And whether he's going to enjoy it or not, I don't know, because I don't think he's ever played it. But I know that he has said that he would be interested in doing it. I have the people to do it. But my goodness. It's such a table hog. That's my thing. So we'll have to... The brain worm has been set. So... we'll see. Let's see. Nobody I know even owns Smallworld around here. I don't know what we all have against it. Well, it is an older game, so maybe just people have passed on. Can't wait until Friday now. Yep, that's about the same. I haven't played Smallworld either. Ryan, my goodness. Take that. Well, have you played Nemesis any version? Yes, I have. Already answered that, but that's probably, I'm just behind. It's cheaper to fly down and stay in a hotel for me and the wife to play Nemesis than backing it. We have played each of the other two already. We'll definitely be tuning in on Friday. That'll be awesome. Yeah, I've only played Small World of Warcraft. Well, that is a re-implementation of Small World, and JT and I were looking through it the other day, and many of the powers that are in Small World of Warcraft are also present in Small World. So it's largely a re-theme of Small World, but there's a couple of extra things added to it, like the heroes and it's not heroes, artifacts. Those are all things that are not in the base game of Small World, to my recollection. But it is largely the same game, just with a World of Warcraft theme wrapped around it. So what we like to do here on It Belongs to the Museum is we like to make things a little bit happy, a little bit fun, and so we're going to go over 2 games. Those 2 games, I'm going to give you a couple of clues on each of them. And so we're going to have 2 winners of a surprise package from the Flipside. And we do that in the form of you get to guess what game we're going to go over before we actually go over it. And then whoever wins, whoever guesses correctly first, gets a surprise package from the Flipside. And so we're going to do that twice. Now, if you've already won a surprise package from the gift side, from a surprise package from the gift side, no, that's not what I meant to say. If you've already won a surprise package from the Flipside, what we give you the option of doing is passing it on to somebody else that's in the chat who has not yet won. Now, we don't mind if you want to take it again, if you want to take another surprise package, absolutely fine and dandy. But we encourage people to pass on, to pay it forward, so to speak. Even if we send you something and you already own that something, we encourage you to take that and give it to somebody else. Okay, so that's the whole idea that we're going with here. So we give the opportunity for people to pass along their winnings to somebody else in the chat. And so if you have not yet won and somebody else has won and they're asking for people who haven't won yet, speak up. All right? Generally speaking, the first person, how it's gone in the past at least, the first person to speak up after somebody asks that question in the chat, they're the person who wins. They're the person who's gifted to it. And so what will happen is I'll ask either the person who won or the person who was gifted the winning to give me an email at flipsideobg@gmail.com with your shipping information, and then we send it to you within about a week or so. Depending on, I always send things slow boat to keep costs on the lower end of things. But it's open to everybody worldwide. We don't try to balk at spreading the love across the oceans. But it does get a little pricey to do that. We're okay doing it, but we always send it slow boat, whether it's here in America or it's worldwide, whatever, international, whatever it might be. But anyway, that's what we do. So let's go ahead and get to it. The first one that we're going to go over today hails from the year 2016. So that's the first clue that I've given you. The first clue is it was produced in 2016. And the second clue is a couple of mechanisms that are employed by the game. And so the first claim, the first game mechanism, that's what I was thinking, it just came out wrong. The first one is open drafting. And the second one is enclosure. All right, so the 2 mechanisms are enclosure and open drafting. And then the second clue is that it hails from the year 2016, 2016. So may the guessing begin. As we are waiting for some of those guesses to come in, surprise packages from the Flipside are awesome, Otter says. Thank you, Otter. Appreciate you very much. Psst, I want one of those gift side packages, LOL. 2016? It really is TM. No, it's not. Feast for Odin, that is incorrect. Kingdomino twice. Scott Drews, Scythe. Otter, Great Western Trail. What kind of mechanic is enclosure? I have no idea. But I think It's the idea that you are going to be making different groups or enclosures of areas that will score you points. Android mainframe, Clank, Pecunia Nanole. No, although I guess an outhouse is an enclosure, but no, Pecunia Nanole is not correct. A great game. I suck at this game, Dustin Webb says. I'm too new to board gaming, LOL. All right, well, let me give you a little bit of a hint, Dustin, and you may have already known, you may already know this, but there's a site called Board Game Geek. And if you go on Board Game Geek, it has a rather powerful search engine that you can use to search its database. And if you're on Board Game Geek, you can go up to the search engine. If you click in the search engine and bring down where it says advanced search, then you can put in the year, and you can also click different mechanisms, and it'll bring you up a list of games that have those mechanisms and the year, and then you just have to guess from there. So since you may already know that, but since you said you're new to board gaming, maybe you don't know about Board Game Geek, but it's a very, very powerful tool for a board game hobbyist because it gives you access to a lot of information about tons. I think they have over 85,000 board games in their databases. So just take that for what it's worth. All right. Well, much ado about nothing. Two people have already guessed properly, and Mr. Robert Harris was the first one to correctly guess Kingdomino. And Kingdomino is a tile placement game where you are trying to place domino-esque type tiles because they have two different types of terrain on each side of the tile, or they're all one, and you're trying to use these domino-esque tiles to build out your kingdom. And the enclosures, I'm imagining, are the different terrain types that are in your kingdom, and those different terrain types are going to score you a number of points equal to how many tiles are in that enclosure and how many crowns, or rather multiplied by how many crowns are in that enclosure. But let me just put that, let's see here. I don't know what that was. Gotcha. All right, let me just put my phone over here. All right, so Robert Harris says, woot! All right, so Robert, have you won this game? If you have, I'm sorry, not this game. If you, if you won the surprise package, if this is your first time, I need you to send me an email at flipsideobg@gmail.com. And I'll put it into the chat here so that, oops, let me see here. Flipsideobg@gmail.com. Need you to send me an email with your shipping information. If you have not won, you can pick somebody else in chat, as I explained earlier. But there you have it. The email address is there. Scott Drew says, Robert wins the moldy bologna sandwich. This is not the stinky cheese, okay? You're not winning the stinky cheese. Don't worry about it. Way to go, Robert. Congrats. Have you placed any of the other iterations? Have you played, I'm imagining, any of the other iterations of Kingdomino? I have played Queendomino, but these are the only two that I've ever played. I keep Kingdomino around because it is so family friendly and it is so easy to teach. And it's very good as a gateway game. And I do a lot of gateway type experiences with the different game nights and game days that we host up here in our community. So it's very much more useful. I do enjoy Queendomino a lot. It's just slightly more complex than Kingdomino is. So we keep Kingdomino around, and I've never owned Queendomino. Let's see here. I won Blood Rage, but I never got the package from it. What? I won previously and did get it. You won when... Oh, huh. You never got the package. Okay, well, I will rectify that. I will rectify that, Mr. Robert Harris. So if someone else wants the game, I am happy to pass it along. Okay, here's a clarification, because I also had to have an email discussion about this with somebody else earlier in the week, and that is, we're not actually giving Kingdomino away. This is just the game that we're going to talk about, and whoever guesses it properly doesn't get this. They get a surprise package from the Flipside, and it will usually be a game, but it will not be this game, more often than not. Now, if I have an extra copy of the game that we go over, I might send that out. As a matter of fact, if I have an extra copy, I will definitely send it out, because I don't like to keep multiple copies of the same game. But when you guess properly, you're not getting this game. So I feel like I need to say that again, because some people that I've talked to recently have got that impression that you just want a copy of Kingdomino. No, that's not what we're doing. I cull my collection on a regular basis, and so one of the reasons that we've done that we do this, is so that I can send my games out to people. I can get rid of them. All right, and so you're generally not going to get a bad game. You're usually just going to get a game that I have owned, and I've owned for some time. I just don't play it anymore. So the winning is not this. The winning is something and a sticker or two. That's what you're winning. Robert, actually, let me do this. Yeah, chat is way ahead of the video. Yes, it is. Okay, choose Ryan. He has never won. That is not true. What I'm going to do is I'm going to halt. And Robert, I want you to send me your information again, so that I can rectify my missing your winnings earlier, and so I can make up for that. So send me your information, Robert. Robert, I am respectfully not giving you the opportunity to give it to somebody else. I want to give you yours and make up for the one that I missed, because that's something that matters to me. Other people will be like, who cares? Well, I'm sorry, my mistake. Nah, we're not going to do that here. So, Robert, you email me. So you're the winner today, and I'm going to make that up to you. Let's see. I enjoy Kingdomino. Been a while since I played it, though. Wife and daughter played Queendomino this winter, but didn't think it was worth it over Kingdomino. Never got mine either, but that's okay. Geez, guys. We get a lock of Sam's hair. The surprise package is an empty envelope. Ha ha ha. No, I'm not going to do that, Robert. Not going to do that. Not going to give it to Dustin. Dustin, you need to email me as well. I have asked in the past, last couple of weeks, I've been asking people to email me if I've missed something. And if I've missed something, you need to let me know. And so both Dustin and Robert, you need to email me. All right. I thought I was caught up. Matter of fact, I just mailed out another package this morning, and I thought that was the last one that I had to catch up on. So please let me know. Please let me know, okay? If chat is ahead of the video, then you can always hit the little live icon on the video to jump to live. That is correct. I got mine. It was the game Goryo. Yes. A fun little game, although it just didn't have a staying power for me. Hope you enjoy it, though, Green Laser. All right, so far, Dustin and Robert, you need to email me, both of you. And Robert already said emailed. Very good. I am live. Very good, very good. Very good. All right. So let's go ahead and get down to the table and take a look at, oh gosh, there we go. And take a look at Kingdomino. All right, so as you can see here, it's the 2017 Spiel des Jahres winner, which basically means that is the family game. The family game of the year for 2017, which is the year that this just came out. So There you have that. It's by Bruno Cathala. He is a OG as far as design is concerned. It's for 8 or older players, 2 to 4, and it says 15 minutes. I would say it's about half an hour. 15 minutes is like speed playing with 2 players. So anyway, there you have that. The rule book here. Not a whole lot of things going on. I believe, though, this has multiple, like here's French, and then Spanish, and so forth. So there's 3 different rules in here. There's English, French, and Spanish. But here's the thing. You are done with the rules. So you've got 1, 2, 3 pages. If you want to count the front page, 4 pages. 4 pages of rules, that's all there is. All right, so that kind of gives you an idea, right? Here are the meeples that you're going to be using, and they're pretty chunky, but the different colors are blue, pink, yellow, and green. Not bad. They are chunky as well. These are your starting spaces for each of the different colors that are out there. So basically, what you would be doing is you're going to set your space out here, and that represents the starting space for your kingdom. Now, there was a expansion or something like that that gave out these little things. I don't remember if these were actually in the base game or not. I think they must have been, because there's a good spot for them here. But anyway, these actually take the place of, give you a visual representation of where your kingdom is, where your starting tile was. And so you're basically now going to be building your kingdom out from where you are starting. So let's say we have a 3-player game. You're going to have, I believe it's 4. I always have this set up stuff. So first 4 dominoes. And right here, 3D castles are in the base game. So or at least they were in the copy that I have. Okay, so following set of rules apply to 4-player games. Yeah, so in a 4-player game, you're going to take 4 tiles out. All right, and you're going to put them in numerical order. So this one would go down here, and then this one would go here, and then this one would go here, and then this one would go here. All right, so we have first, second, third, and fourth, right? And so after you have them in numerical order, you flip them over like so. And now the people are going to take one of their dudes, and they're going to choose which one they want. Maybe I want to go here. Pink wants to go down here. Red wants the shore. I'm sorry, blue wants the shore. And this comes here. So now I'm going to take my piece, and I can put this next to anywhere next to my kingdom that I want to. But it has to have full square. Like I can't put the dividing thing in between the thing. I have to stay within the grid. All right, so that goes like that, and then they're going to take theirs and put theirs there. Then what this does is it gives the picking order for the next one. So then we have 4 more tiles come out. This one gets placed up here, then 29, then 32, then 45. And we flip all of these over as well. Okay, let's turn that around. And at this point, you're going to choose, okay, so what goes next is now I can choose to go first, which one that I want. So let's say that I want to get some crowns, so I can start my multiplication going here. So I'm going to go to this one. And that's going to allow me to take this and put it wherever I want to. Maybe I want to put it like... maybe I want to put it like this. So now I have that. Now this section or this enclosure is scoring me 1, 2, 3 times 1. So it's scoring me 3 points at the end of the game. All right. But now everybody else has to score. And let's say they go here, here, and here like this. They take theirs away. And now we have a new picking order. And that continues until you run out of tiles. and then everybody scores their enclosures based upon what I just showed you. How many crowns times how many spaces are in that specific terrain type. And then whoever has the most points is the winner. It's a really fun game, but it's very simple as well. There are a number of different kinds of tiles that are out there. So these little gold mines are, they're only going to score you gold for points for the gold mines. They can't be attributed to anything else. But as you can see, there are not a whole lot of gold mines out there. But it gives you the idea. And the domino-esque nature of the thing is that, you know, you've got one type of thing here, and you've got another type of thing here, and then some are the same types. It just depends. But you get the idea, right? So this is what it's like. And these are all of the tiles that come in the game. So it's a really neat game. It's a really fun game. And it's a really simple game. So it's one of those things, like if you have people in your group that like playing dominoes, maybe they'll like it. But it's not very much like dominoes, except for how the tiles are used. It pretty much departs from dominoes at that point. And as far as how you set the game up, you can set it up to where all of the things go in here, and you can shuffle them if you want to, but you don't really need to, because they're pretty much shuffled after the last game, and you just put them away and everything is good. But everything fits in the box as well, which is a really cool thing for me. It fits really nicely, as a matter of fact. So all of these little guys go in here, and then all of these guys go back into this bag and live right on top of those tiles there. And that's pretty much it, just like that. So it's a really, really fun game, and it's one that I think will probably remain in my collection for quite some time. I gotta put this in here like that though, because that will make it straight. See? Bing! Ping! So that's Kingdomino. Boom! Let's see here. We really appreciate all your efforts. You're doing an awesome job. Thanks. I'll try to appreciate it. But when I do find out that I've missed something, I want to make it right. I don't want to just go, oh well, sorry. You know, that's not cool. Sam's email address appeared in the chat before he started typing it earlier. How is that possible? Maybe somebody else put it in there? Whatever. I don't know how that happened. Okay. I usually change speed to 2 times just to be sure I caught up completely. That's normal green laser. There's also a delay on the video. I don't know if chat is always ahead of the video. Sorry. Dragomino is my first kids version. My 3, 6, and 8-year-old kids love it. That's cool. Thank you, Benny. I've actually never played Dragomino. Usually is a couple seconds delay. Oh, there is usually a couple seconds delay. There's usually 15 to 20 second delay between what's being recorded and what gets to you in YouTube. And depending upon other things, whatever. Let's see. Email sent. Thank you, Dustin. I've played this and Kingdomino. I have Origins, but haven't played it yet. I believe Origins is JT's favorite version of Kingdomino. I think he enjoys Origins the best out of all of them. So, and I have played that one. I just remembered after you said Origins, but I don't own it. JT does. Yes. The second meeple is absolutely useless. It is not useless. You use it when you play with 2 players. Thank you, Micah. Yes, it does go down. It's from 2 to 4 players. Dice Matrix is here. What's up, Dice Matrix? Good to see you. I believe the back of the rule book has the quantities of each type. Yes, it does. And you can keep that out on the table so that people who want to game the system, and that's not derogatory, it's just that people want to know how much of a certain thing is in the deck before they start making those decisions. If you want that kind of information, you can just keep this up on the table. So yeah, that's cool. I have 3 promo castles in the BGG store for or they have 3 promo castles in the BG store for this game. That's cool. Robert Harris, I think I won right before your move. I was not offended. Moving is such a chore. Yes, it is. I'm not saying you were offended, but I'm just saying that I want to make that right. That's all I'm saying. All right. Thank you for emailing me. For those card counting types. That is correct, Derek. That is correct. All right, so that was our first one, Kingdomino. Great game. Check it out if you have not yet already. Second game that we're going to talk about today hails from the year 2009, 2009. And a couple of the mechanisms here is going to be dice rolling. That's one. And the second one is going to be variable player powers. So variable player powers and dice rolling are the 2 mechanisms. The second clue is the year 2009. All right, so go ahead and let the guessing begin. Let's see here. For those card counting types, yeah. Jeff C says Smallworld. That would be something if we were talking about Smallworld today and then we had such a discussion about Smallworld. That would be something else, wouldn't it? Robert Harris says Age of Conan, Tales of the Arabian Nights. Tales of the Arabian Nights, 2 people. I've always loved your Memoir 44 bag. Yep, I do as well. I actually have 2 of them, and I don't really need 2 of them. So yeah, there's that. Cosmic Encounters. Dungeon Lords with a dice expansion. Cosmic Encounter. Chaos in the Old World. Summoner Wars. Carson City. King of Tokyo. Ghost Stories. All incorrect. Dice Realms. Kingsburg. Wow. We're getting a lot of answers here. But you know what? Because Betrayal at House on the Hill. Wow. That's from 2009? I didn't realize that. Dice Town, another great game. Good guess, Scott Drews, but incorrect. But you know what? This is really something. I did not plan on having a discussion about Smallworld when I chose to talk about Smallworld today. So we go all the way back to Jeff C. Jeff C is correct. He guessed correctly right off the bat. Well done, sir. So, Jeff, you can send me your address again because we've sent you something recently. I believe it's still in the process of getting to you. Or you can find somebody else in the chat and and give them that prize winning. So yes, and I just realized that my box is on upside down. But yes, I did not think that we were going to be that Smallworld was going to come up in the chat, and that's pretty interesting. So that is funny. Dice Forge, the 2009 version. That is correct. Anybody who has won less than 3 times that wants the prize. Smallworld has dice rolling? Yes, it does. We'll get to it in just a minute. It does have dice rolling though, because you can make a final gist or something like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get down to the table here. Let's see if Sam can make me take it from my shelf of shame. Well, you should take it from your shelf of shame anyway, dude. All right, now, it's possible that this is a mess on the inside, but I don't know for a fact. We'll have to see. Here, just a minute. Oh, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Sweet. All right. So, we have... I'm putting things... I'm going to have to go back and put these in better order, but this actually is not in bad shape here. It's probably because I keep it stored flat and not any other way, because that's important. That goes there, and then that goes there. These go. That goes there, and that can go there. These come over here, and this can come down there. All right. So, this is, first of all, it's one of the coolest games that I've come in contact with that has different boards. Now, this is done a lot more commonly now than it has been in the past. But this is one of the first ones that I recall, I'll put it that way, that give you a bunch of different boards that you can play with the different player numbers. All right? So if you're playing with... Let's put this out of the way real quick. If you're playing with 2 players, this is the board that you use, okay? Because it denotes right up here that you're using this one for 2 players. If you are playing with 3 players, you flip it over. This is a 3-player board, and so forth and so on, okay? If you're playing with 4 players, then you will use this board, denoted by 4 players here. And then if you are playing with 5 players, you use this board. And so it scales very well from 2 to 4 players. 2 to 5 players. All right, so that's one of the coolest things about the game, first of all. Now, just for the sake of space and all of that kind of stuff, you're going to have all of these different races that are out here, and then you have a whole bunch of different, Strider, golly, dude. Then you have, oh my gosh, dude, Chewy. Oh, Strider. Dude, dog farts are the worst. My goodness. Sorry. I'm sitting in a cloud right now that my sleeping dog has just created. Oh. Anyway, you have a number of races, all right? And each turn, each round, everybody's going to begin the game with, there are going to be basically, and they're going to be set out differently than this but anyway. You have all of these different races set out, and then each one is going to have an ability set out here as well that goes along with it. And so this does a couple of different things. So first of all, it will tell you how many tokens of that race you're going to be able to take to use and conquer the board with. So if I took the Underworld Trolls, that's pretty fitting, I'm going to be taking 10 troll tokens that I will be able to use to conquer areas on the thing. If I take the Stout Amazons, also a pretty powerful combination, I'm going to be taking 10. If I take the Pillaging Dwarves, also fitting, wow, I'm going to only be taking 8 of those. And if I'm taking the Forest Wizards, then I'm going to be taking 9. And if I have the Bivouacking Halflings, then I'm going to be taking 11 of those. Now, some of the special abilities are, they give you other tokens that help you, and this tells you you're also going to take the 5 Bivouac tokens that are out there, but the Halflings also have these Hobbit home things that basically prevent people from taking them over, and you get 2 of those. Let's see, over here the Trolls get these Rock Fortress ones that give them +1 defense. And over here, the Pillaging, if you pillage, this one, it basically says if you attack an area where you have to defeat somebody, you're going to get +1 gold from doing that. And then for all of the mine areas on the board, you're also going to get another +1. So if the dwarves attacked this area, they would get 1 gold for having this as one of their areas. But if it had an enemy in here, they would get +1, and because of this, they would get +1 as well. So for the dwarves, when they take this over, it's going to be worth 3 coins for them. And then every turn after that, it's going to be 1 + 1 for the actual area. So this area is worth 2 for the dwarves, but it's only worth 1 for the Amazons. You know what I'm saying? So now, let's say that I took the Underworld Trolls, all right? And this is just a basic idea, all right? So we would have to go through, and I have to find the Trolls, first of all. That's the Wizards, that's the Giants, that's the Merdudes. Here's the Trolls. All right, so I would get 5, 10. So I get 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on. You usually have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so that's maximum capacity. I can't take any more, and even if I would. But most of these are out there to where you're never going to take more than what's available for them. So I would be able to take, on my turn, the first turn that I take the Trolls, I'm going to be able to take these guys. Now, the Trolls have this Underworld ability that lets them use all of the tunnel, or the, I guess, yeah, tunnel spaces as they are adjacent. So I could come in here. Normally what you have to do is you have to come in the board edge. So let's say I come in this board right here that has the Underworld token. So in order to take over an area, you have to spend at least 1 dude more than whatever is there. So if there's, no, I'm sorry, you have to do at least 2, I think, plus whatever's there. Let me double check. It's been so long since I played this, and I don't want to tell you wrong. All right, so Conquest, 2 race tokens plus 1 race token for each thing. Yeah, so if I want to come here, I have to spend 2 of my dudes. All right, so that's 2 out of the 8. Now, normally, you can only go adjacent to where that's from, but because I'm the Underworld Trolls, I can go, this is also considered adjacent. This is also considered adjacent if I wanted to. So I could go, since this one's free, I can just go here, and I can just go here, and then I can go over here as well, and I can then go over here as well. And so I've used all 10 of my things, and then at the end of my turn, I'm going to look at how many areas I have acquired. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to give me 5 points that I put in my thing later on. All right, and so now on my next turn, what I'd be able to do is I would be able to take all but 1. If I want to keep these areas out there, I can take all but 1 out, and I'm still controlling these areas, and now I can take all of these guys and continue attacking if I want to. Well, I'm already occupying all of the special ability ones that I have here. Oh, that has -1. Ooh, so wow, that would have been a lot better. Anyway, not going to worry about that. Now, on my second turn, I can continue moving out. And, okay, now I have I only have one dude left. So this is where the dice rolling comes in. I need to have at least 2 to take this over, plus 1 for everything that's already there. So if this person had, you know, if there was 1 orc here, then I would have to have 2 plus 1, 3. So if I'm using my last thing here, I'm going to take the die and I'm going to roll, and that is my reinforcements. So I actually have 4 coming in here for this 1. So this guy goes back to being dead. And I get to take this because of my die roll. That's the only die rolling that's in the game. It's your last chance. And so now I'm going to be able to get points now for everything that I control again. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I'm going to get a 5 and a 3. And that goes on top of what I made earlier. And so now that's all the points that I made, and points are kept secret. And that's how the game continues for a number of 10 rounds, basically, on the game. And that's what this little thing is for. You keep track of what round it is for this right here. There's a whole lot of different stuff. That's generally how the game goes. For example, all of these mountainous regions are going to start the game with mountains in there. And so that is one of the things that adds to your base amount. So if I want to, at the beginning of the game, if I wanted to come in here, okay, I've got all my stuff here. Let's go ahead and put all these things out here. That's that. And then this one right here as well. So let's say that I have all of my dudes here. I have a special ability, I get -1, so I get to go here for just 1. Now, over here, if I want to come in here, I have to spend not 2, but 2 plus 1 for the mountain ranges. So I would have to spend 3 to come in here if I wanted to. Or, because of my special ability here, I could come 3 and go here. But because of my special ability, going here would be 3, going here would be only 2 because I get a -1 discount. So I could just go here like that with 2. And then I could come over here for just 1. And then I could come over here for just 1. Over here would be 2. So I could put that out there like that. And then, oh, I've got 3 left. Let's go with 2 here, and we'll roll for that one. So I need 3 to go in here. Didn't get it, so he just has to go somewhere else on a area that I have finished. So that gives you an idea, at least, right? Anyway, this is a great little area control game. And the cool thing about it that I didn't really get into is that after a while, you have pushed and kind of extended your race as much as you can. You turn your race over and you go into decline. Now, another thing that I didn't show about the trolls is that they get these fortresses, and fortresses actually stick around. So whenever you have fortresses, you're going to be able to place fortresses out on the board, and after a while, you're going to be getting a lot of stuff like this going on, and so all of these things have fortresses out there, and you're going to have spread your dudes out a little bit more. But anyway, normally what happens here is that when you go into decline, everything except one of your things comes off the board. But because trolls have these little fortresses, the fortresses stick around. But you turn your guys over to denote that they are in decline. Now, as long as you're in decline and nobody takes over those areas, you still get points for those people. That's then, and so I'm going to be getting, as long as these guys stay out on the board, I'm going to be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points every turn until somebody comes in and takes them over. And that's the benefit of having these little fortresses, is that it makes it more difficult to take out the in decline trolls. But now let's say that I took, you know, whatever race is out there. My next race was the halflings. Find the halflings. My big old things out here. Okay, not the halflings. They're too hard. Humans. Let's say the next one were humans. And I have a whole bunch of humans out here on the board as well. And they're going to be taking, they get extra points for having these farmlands. But they came in on the wrong side of the board. Anyway, let's say I have these out here, guys, like as well. This is my active race, and this is my in decline race. So I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to get 11 points at the end of that turn for my first turn as humans. So it has a lot of really neat nuances. The races that you have throughout the course of the game are going to change. It's just so fun. I enjoy this game so much. I'm going to have to get this out and play it again. That's one of the reasons. That's another one of the reasons why I kind of like to reinvigorate how much I enjoy playing these games. And this just kind of reminds me, this is such a great game. Anyway, make sure I get all the trolls back. And trolls are going to go right there. And then all of the humans need to come back as well. And they're going to go right here. Come on, get in there. But anyway, I do have some expansion stuff in here, but I'm not going to go over all of that. I've given you kind of a good idea of what's in the game and how it works. And hopefully, Otter, you will get this off of your shelf of shame now and play the game that you should have been playing all along. That's going to have to come out. But that is Smallworld. This is a great little game. And as you can see, the storage insert for this is quite good. It's not perfect, but you got to understand, this is a 26-year-old game. So for a, no, not a 26-year-old game, a 16-year-old game. So it's like for a 16-year-old game, Days of Wonder was ahead of its time for creating storage inserts that held the different components of the game in such a way that helped you store the game properly. And again, like I said, it's not perfect, but man alive, it was good. They did a very good job at this. These are the little bivouac tokens that the other that other race brought out. But just a really nice game that has a great insert. And if you like area control, this is one that you should definitely take a look at, because it has all of the elements that a good area control game take, or need rather, and has it in a very palatable, user-friendly package that is just incredibly fun. So we're going to do that, and we're going to put one of these over here because that's a little bit off the beaten path. Put that in there as well. And these can go in here. Oop, got another one of those. And so I strongly recommend Otter to, okay, this goes in here first. Again, just showing you the practicality of this thing. Another thing that we talked about, and again, this is from the expansions video that I put out last week, is that, did I put that on backwards again? I sure did. I'm good at doing that. That means this needs to be turned around too. There we go. I also have, there are a lot, I mean a lot of little expansions for these things that come out. This is only one of them. I have Power Pack 2. I have Power Pack 1. I have River World. I have Sky Islands. And that's about it. Some of the other stuff that I didn't really enjoy that much. But there's a lot of expansion content for this game that's available. And Days of Wonder is a great company. So there you have it. Smallworld. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. You store your games on the flat, not on the side. Not sure how your games are so messy considering. Well, I don't store them all. And they have been moved around a lot. So, and not necessarily played with, in between it. Okay, give it to Benny. All right, Benny. Benny Ferraro, you need to email me, flipsideobg@gmail.com. All right. Sam, is this game where partway through you change factions? Yes. I have only one game from Philip K. Arts, Olympus. All my games are stored on side like books. So are mine. Exception my larger boxes like Escape Big Box, which is stored flat. Have a great day, Chad. I have to fix my mailbox. Somebody obliterated it last night. Well, that sucks. Dang, that really sucks. Sorry about that. Scales very well indeed. Plus, I like the colorful layout of the board. Farts and blames the poor dog. No, that was 100% the dog. My brother has this game. When I tried it, I just couldn't connect with the gameplay. Generally seems most people love this game. Jesse's here. What's up, Jesse? Board games in the background. Hello, hello. Must be a good time to join in when Smallworld is on the table. That is correct. It's a great game. I tend to like area control games. Last Kingdom, Tsukiyumi, plus fantasy is always a go-to for me. So yeah, I'll play it ASAP. Promise. Very good. Ryan says, I remember when the super deluxe version of this came out and I thought it was the most decadent gaming I've ever seen until Lord of the Rings Confrontation this year. Or anything else that comes out from the Awaken Realms. Good night. Anything Awaken Realms does is like super decadent. Let's see here. It's a small world after all. That is correct. Their old games stand the test of time, play-wise and production-wise. That is absolutely correct. Days of Wonder is very, very good as far as that's concerned. Are the kiddos napping, Jesse? Yep, 6 out of 6 are down. I tried finding the Power Pack expansions you talked about last week. They cost more than the game now. Wow, really? Jeez Louise. Is that a new sticker on your cup? This one is, yes. This is from the Stronger Man convention that my church held. So that one went down there. This one is also kind of brand new. This is, we just bought a new flag for the, a new U.S. flag for the front of our house. And we went with Allegiant. They actually make the flags here in America rather than in China. And I always thought that was weird. I'm buying my U.S. flag from China, but they are based here in America. And it is a primo flag. Very nice. Another thing is that they have their flagpole design allows the flag to go around so that it doesn't get wrapped up. And I was probably on average 2 times a day going out there, and because we get a lot of wind where we are, and I was average 2 times a day going out there and unwinding the flag from having been wrapped over itself because of wind. It just drew me up a wall. But so yeah, that's that. Mission accomplished. Allegiance, yes. I'm thinking of MR44 and Battlelore particularly. Yep, both of those. Very well done. And Coliseum, yes. No video on Strongman this year. No video from Strongman this year. No video from Strongman this year. Oh. Yeah, I was there with my dad, and I flew my dad up, and So I was a little preoccupied. Yeah, I didn't do anything. I didn't do a video this year. I was with my dad, trying to being a little bit more proactive with the boys, and so yeah, I didn't do a video. So apologies, but fireworks. I really have no idea what Sam does to make that happen. I don't know either. Not anymore, at least. It used to be pretty. It used to be pretty telltale what I could do in order to make the fireworks happen. But yeah, it's some kind of hand movement. I don't know. It used to be, wow. I used to do something like that, and it would go, but it doesn't do that anymore. So they've narrowed it down to some specific kind, and I've never been able to nail it down. But yeah. Anyway, we are an hour and almost 15 minutes in. I usually try to keep these to an hour, but Smallworld, I really enjoy this game a lot, and so that is what has been. So, Benny, make sure you email me, flipsideobg@gmail.com. Same thing with Robert and Dustin. Both of you need to email me to make sure that I get caught up on you guys, and we will definitely do that. Thank you for joining me here today. We appreciate you. Come on back tomorrow for another live stream. It could be a review. It could be a live play. We have no idea until it actually gets scheduled. So if you haven't yet, hit that bell icon. That'll let you know when we have new videos scheduled and coming out. And we will hope to see you later on the flip side. Take care. Mm.